Hi, everyone. My name is Sam King from the Yale Forum on Religion and Ecology. And this week's Lenten reflection comes from the Passionist monk and cultural historian Thomas Berry from his essay, The Spirituality of the Earth, in his book, The Sacred Universe. Berry writes that the spirituality of the earth refers to a quality of the earth itself, not a human spirituality with special reference to the planet Earth. Earth is the maternal principle out of which we are born and from which we derive all that we are and all that we have. We come into being in and through the earth. Simply put, we are earthlings. The earth is our origin, our nourishment, our educator, our healer, our fulfillment. At its core, even our spirituality is earth-derived. The human and the earth are totally implicated, each in the other. If there is no spirituality in the earth, then there is no spirituality in ourselves. In this holy season of Lent, we might ask ourselves, how can we realign with this deeper spirituality of the earth? How can we understand the resurrection of Christ as the earth too journeying through its own processes of death and renewal? We are, of course, living through a time of enormous breakdown, a climate crisis in which last year was among the 3 hottest ever recorded, a rising extinction crisis that is claiming thousands of precious species every year, and a rise of authoritarianism here in the US that is undermining democratic norms, driving inequality, and brutalizing our immigrant neighbors. In the cold depths of winter, amidst such tragedy, we might wonder if renewal will ever come. And yet, this season of Lent compels us to hold on to a radical hope, inviting us to imagine what might be reborn in our own time. Perhaps it is a culture where we stand up for our immigrant neighbors, where we welcome the stranger as a blessing, not someone to fear, where we plant native plants in our bioregions and nurture vibrant habitats for the many species who depend upon them. When we turn away from the relentless burning of fossil fuels and expand access to solar and wind and other modes of renewable energy. When we introduce our young people to this wondrous world we inhabit not as a collection of objects, but as a communion of subjects. And when we set our horizons on the birth of a genuinely ecological civilization, one that is rooted in reciprocal relationships with the lands and waters we inhabit, and where all of life can flourish.